The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I found the rest of them. You can find them. You have to look.
It says register lost.
What word are you looking for?
Register.
What the hell playbook is this? Bruh. Hold on. I gotta quit. I can't. What are you looking for? What word?
Register.
Where? Look, right there. Register.
Yeah.
Register.
Registered.
Register. It's the same word, but past tense. It means the same thing in past tense. So whatever that means, register.
It means the same thing.
It means the same thing. Has been.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams
but to have been, make it past tense, so put to have been enrolled.
Battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Bro, what playbook is this? I'm not... Bro, I can't... The fuck am I shut up? Why does it keep going to this? Like, it keeps going to that. You see that? I never picked those playbooks in my life. I don't know whose playbooks those are. I've never used Houston in New York, New Jersey. I never used those. Oh, man. Let's try this one more time. All right. I better get ball. I have to.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go, let's go.
Don't be about that.
90 is a mic. Watch the run. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, it's Alexander. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Looks good.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing,
You have to write in what part of speech they are.
and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
Yeah,
there.
verbs, nouns.
And
That's a verb, that's a verb, that's a noun. Injustice. Is that a thing? Or is it action? Noun. Right. So right now.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Get that ball. Get that
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Right there. 54 Mike. I got it.
Okay.
One left. Motion. 54 is Mike. You guys listen. Watch 54. All right, T-line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
You have to set it?
I think so.
Don't say it. Okay.
Jeez.
What? Move the team!
I never say
Alert,
set.
alert, alert! 50! Okay, double up. 36 power.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Oh, my God.
He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it.
Oh, my
And
God, I
this will be
can't take it.
caught.
I
They
cannot
get
take
17
it.
on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I cannot
Right
take
after the
it.
turnover, they come
Letting
out
the ball
forward.
go.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Go! Ready, ready!
It's Young on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
General West!
Mike, check, 59.
On second down, Washington. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got it?
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Hey, tight. Check. Fresno.
Bravo! Get it!
Young on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Hard!
25, check 25.
Hey, Haywood! Hit it!
On first and 10, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Five!
Mike's 59.
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I didn't need to do that, man. What the fuck is going on with this game, man?
Ready? 8, read. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check 9, check 9.
Topper, topper.
Check 3, check 3.
Let's go.
On first and goal, Washington. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Trying to pound it in with Washington. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You gotta protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, your anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
6 man.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call. It's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check. 49 to mine.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give right side. Alexander. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Jennings. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down Seahawks.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Alexander. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Alert. Good.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies go.
Chance. Watch
36 power.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man Hilton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on going downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Now Wilson, he's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
She said it?
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run past.
Where are you going?
He's got a 1st down past the 30.
What
and he's going to get
running?
this to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they've brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's Young off play action. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All day, dog. Ready.
3rd and long for Young. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard
60 outlaw.
59, like the 59.
Let's get the ball. Switch it. X3. 218. Get it.
They run from the shotgun with
You
Washington.
ain't going nowhere.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Come on,
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Ready.
Check, 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
5.
On 1st, here's Washington.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. 80 weapons. Shift. Let's go.
Now Young. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just for...
Bro, what the...
going to be intercepted a third time.
Oh, my God, man.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Like, what the hell, man? That's an easy read,
That was an
man.
interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around.
Wide open. Just fucking stick them
Gonzalez able
out.
to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
How am I supposed to win any games, man?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
14.
Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long.
Go, 14.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And the catch made by Hilton. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. 54.
Touch Milky, touch Milky.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Blue draw Corkers.
Alert 3.
Snap.
On first down, it's Washington. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Man.
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm scared.
They run with Washington. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
10-2 soft.
I'm here all day. Hey,
Gone.
undercut.
And ready?
Young to throw on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm not listening.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
On play action, Young. Finding a safety valve here. That's
Get out of
complete.
here, man.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Mike the 59. Mike the 59. Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This one's wrong.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
12.
To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Too little,
Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Check, 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 check.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners
come back home, don't go looking around.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let's go.
Young working out of the gun. Deep ball for Goodwin. Touchdown.
Where are you swinging, man?
Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Swing backwards, man.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, my God, bro. Come on.
To him again. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Young. Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Wide, get wide. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch twins, go.
The play fake, now Young. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Let's go.
Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hester. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Right back to Washington. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Washington, 3rd and short. And he loses the football second time.
Come on, man. He can't react that fast to the ball.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Niners, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Calling me. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Never mind.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you need?
Nothing.
Oh. How you feeling, better?
Yeah.
That's good. I went. Come out real quick.
She's outside.
Outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh,
Alright.
hey, I just put something on, you want it. They want you to fill out something on about in case they have to go to school or they have to work.
But Alright.
So, Patterson sent me some question.
Alright. Bye. I just want to brush on, man. You got to go.
Wait, baby. Baby?
Yeah.
Who left out?
Tink, Ollie and
Tink?
Tink.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm making sure. Where they at? You don't know?
They not right outside?
No.
I don't know.
They're not in here, girl. My shoes is going in her. They're outside. Yeah. Yeah, you can go down the street and see who's down the street. If not, come back up. Don't be walking around looking for them. Shit. You need something? You need something? No? Huh?
Hmm?
No.
Huh?
I go, that's it.
Say what?
That's not on me.
When did you say they could go?
They're outside somewhere, I don't know. What you crying for, man?
Oh, shit. Where they at? Where you hear them at? Let me see. Where? Gil! Gil! Where are you walking to? Right there? Walk right there. Come right back down. You peek. If you don't see them, walk back down. Okay, but if you peek up here, you don't see them, like, you run back down. Yeah. If you do, alright, yeah. Yeah, you can go with them. You don't want nothing to eat right now, nothing? Baby?
No, I don't want nothing to eat.
You said no?
Yeah, I'm good.
What you doing with this one?
You got your old one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can get for it or something.
Yeah.
Why you undoing the charger? Why should you use the charger again?
I am. Yeah, baby child.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. Before I continue this message, donations, 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 gifts, 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 more gifts, more gifts. Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avant. I know you barely had message. Donations, 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 donations. It's about time. What's going on? Rumor report, rumor report. This is the rumor report. Doctor! With Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Well, Black Thought is doing an off-Broadway stage play, and it's a new musical that he co-created with John Ridley. John Ridley also spoken plays, by the way. And Black No More is the play. It's a satire based on the alcohol addiction. So he'll be on stage with Hamilton's Brandon Ricky Dixon, and next to normal actress Jennifer Daviano to feature in the production. I'm excited for that.
Okay.
You know I love to go see a play, so, and Black No More was a great book, so I think that sounds like something that we should all go check out. Questlove said, y'all know how major this is? Hashtag Black No More at Black Thought.
Move to Black Thought.
Always doing something great. All right, Vanessa Bryan has posted a picture of her daughter Natalia with a mural of Kobe and Gigi. So she posted, my babies, Natalia, winter formal, together, family. She's getting ready for her winter formal. And, you know, it was emotional when you look at the picture and you see her smiling and everything and see how strong the family is being in the wake of everything that has happened. So Natalia is 17 years old. Standing in front of that picture.
That hurts. That really hurts, man.
Yeah. All right. Nelly has hinted that he might be relaunching Apple Bottom I realized this when I saw Melissa Ford post a picture of her old apple bottom bag, and she posted that, Nelly, I heard you know, apple bottoms might be coming back.
I thought about this when I saw the post, right? Nelly should put out apple bottom jeans for women that are over 40 but still in shape and still got that physique. Don't try to sell it to a younger audience. Sell it to the older women that are over 40 and still got that physique.
No, I think
everybody can wear the jeans.
As long as the jeans fit well.
Yeah, but
why not cater
to your demo? Why not cater to the people that came up with you, the Melissa Fords of the world, who are over 40 and still fly?
Everybody can't have the Melissa Ford body. You
But
still want people to feel like it's acceptable.
If they stylish, they stylish. If they don't, they don't.
And make your butt, any jeans to make your butt look good. You know, it doesn't matter what size you are.
And a nigga can't even have an idea.
No.
I'm just saying. I mean,
that's not a terrible idea.
Him up to 40 plus.
He can have the urban AC of jeans.
But only for a certain size.
He cater to a certain.
They don't want the urban AC.
He cater to a certain demo. Okay?
Look at John. John is 19 and he got all that time.
By the way, there's plenty of 40-year-old women out here that still banging with their bodies.
Correct.
What are you talking about?
Yes, correct.
And if they're not banging with their body, they'll still squeeze their ass in them jeans because them young, badly built women do it with Fashion Nova every day.
Anyway, he might be relaunching apple bottoms. All right, now the baby has apologized for slapping a woman in the face. Now, he was in Tampa, and he basically, I guess this woman was trying to take video footage of him as he was walking past, and the phone with the flash was in his face, and he said he had no idea who it was. Here is his apology.
I do sincerely apologize. I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight. But you know, keep in mind, I couldn't see you because you got the flash this close to me, which is okay. It's no problem. That's what I signed up for. That's the risk I take when I'm coming to, put on a show for my fans. But out of all my fans and how many people in my Zoom, it's that
I truly do not believe that the baby would have slapped that woman if he knew it was a woman. But this is the second time a situation like this happened with the baby and his team, and they just got to move smarter because when you're in them clubs, it might be a woman. I think guys know not to test the baby.
Well, here's some more of the baby apologizing.
She's trying to pull it up, but I think it was an accident. I mean, if you look, the camera was damn near at his face. He smacked it away. He didn't know it was a woman, and I think the baby, if he knew it was a woman, would have smacked it.
I don't think so either.
Listen, here's some more.
You can get flued out. I'll fly you out. We can sit down and have an adult conversation. I would love to apologize to you in person. I can apologize publicly. If you prefer that, I can apologize privately. So, let's just try to move gracefully, man, and keep in mind that a lot of actions, really every action, has an equal or greater reaction.
Now, TMZ says that after all of this happened, the crowd started booing him, and he left without performing at all. And he's also trying to find footage from somebody who might have it from a different angle, because what he's saying is the woman hit him in the face. But he's asking for more footage.
Yeah, that came out. I saw it yesterday.
Well, here's what he said.
I got $10,000 for whoever got a good angle, a shot of him in my eye with her phone. Get at me.
Yep, that came out. Academics posted it right after he said that. Somebody sent it.
Well, yeah, I think he wants more footage because he's trying to show that he did get hit, as he's been trying to say that he did get hit. So that was his reaction. And now he is saying that he has to lawyer up. He said, who knows Shorty's government name, so my lawyer can get active, because I guess this might end up being a situation. She might be trying to sue.
I'm going to tell you something else, too. I also think that the baby security